bringing you an exclusive investigation into the Trudeau Foundation. Now, at Rebel News, we recently received over 800 pages of documents from the Ministry of Innovation, Science, and Economic Development on their dealings with the Trudeau family charity. Now, if you'd like to help us cover the cost to do this sort of exclusive, in-depth, independent access to information investigation into the Trudeau government, please donate today at rebelinvestigates.com. Now, the Trudeau Foundation, past and present, is stacked with mainstream media and CBC journalists like CBC's Chantal Hébert, John Stackhouse, Susan Delacour, Marie Wilson, Denise Bombardier, Rosemary Thompson, Daniel Lessard, and of course, Justin Trudeau's Iran-loving brother, Sacha Trudeau. Which is why it falls to independent media outlets, not bought and paid for outlets, to dig into the Trudeau Foundation. These people aren't going to investigate their friends. Now, the findings here in these 800 plus pages are explosive and numerous, and they include the charity using government money to pay Trudeau Foundation volunteers with gift cards and other extensive misspending. It's going to take several stories to roll everything out to you at home. But first, some background about today's Liberal scandal involving a Chinese government-linked billionaire buying access to Trudeau and buying friendly treatment for China with donations to the Trudeau Foundation. Look at this from 2016 in the CBC. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was forced to defend his party's fundraising methods in the House of Commons Tuesday after media reports emerged revealing he attended a fundraiser with a Chinese businessman who went on to donate $200,000 to the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation. The Prime Minister was the star attraction at this exclusive Cash for Access event with Chinese billionaires, said Tory MP Blaine Calkins during Tuesday's question period. Zhang Bin is a political advisor to the Chinese government, and after attending the event, he and his partner donated $1 million, including $50,000, to build a statue of the former Prime Minister. Of the $1 million donated to the University of Montreal and the Trudeau Foundation to honor the former Prime Minister, $200,000 went to the foundation, $750,000 went to the University of Montreal's law faculty for scholarships, and $50,000 went to fund the statue, according to the Globe and Mail. Now, today I will show you dealings with that Chinese billionaire for favorable exposure for China, using the Trudeau Foundation as the vehicle to legitimize the authoritarian regime. It's all here in internal foundation emails and communications with the Liberal government. Right here on page 388, we see evidence of Chinese billionaire donations to get the Trudeau Foundation to hold conferences on China's role in the world. That Chinese billionaire got his own Trudeau Foundation organized conference every single year. Look at this. The donation and fund creation agreement states that each year, until the funds are completely used, the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation shall use the sums available for the organization of a Bin Zheng New Gensheng conference at the Pierre Elliott Trudeau Foundation and or events to generate informed and lively debate on major issues of public policy affecting global society, including Canada and China. And if we examine the timeline here, the negotiations for the donation from the Chinese billionaire started on January 2014, just 2 months after Trudeau announced his favorite dictatorship was indeed China. He did that in November of 2013.
Admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say, we need to go green as fast as we need to start, investing in solar. I mean, there is a flexibility that I know Stephen Harper must dream about, of having a dictatorship that he could do everything he wanted.
The Chinese communists were, I guess, picking up what Trudeau was putting down. Now on page 415, yet another email, this one saying the conferences will be, quote, on the evolving role of China in the world and Canada-China relations. On page 309, we can see even the bureaucrats are remarking on just how much donations have gone up to the Trudeau Foundation after Trudeau became Prime Minister, quintupling almost instantly. even in the wake of the Globe and Mail story about the Chinese billionaires suddenly donating to the foundation. Look at this. Private donations in 2015 were 205,000 and in 2014, 39,000. So the recent donation would be a big bump from recent years. It would be good to know how much the foundation received of the $1 million. Friends, I guess the Chinese figured out what conservatives have always known, that Trudeau was always for sale. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn-Reid. The Trudeau Foundation is filled with former and active journalists from the CBC and the mainstream media. It's why so few journalists are bothering to investigate the foundation. To help us continue these sorts of expensive and time-consuming access to information investigations into Justin Trudeau's Liberal government, please visit rebelinvestigates.com.